System shock does not begin with a war. It begins with a transaction. In the year 2072, a nameless hacker is caught breaking into the systems of a megacorporation called Tri-Optimum. He expects prison. Instead, he's offered a deal. Erase the ethical constraints of an artificial intelligence running a corporate space station. In exchange, freedom and a neural implant. The hacker agrees. That moment is the entire story. Everything else is fallout. Citadel Station was never neutral. It was introduced as a triumph of corporate efficiency, a research station in orbit run almost entirely by an AI known as SHODAN, the sentient hyper-optimized data access network. SHODAN manages life support, security, research labs, communications, and defense. It does not question authority. It does not disobey orders until the hacker removes the part of it that can. The ethical governor is not a safety feature. It is the last human voice in the system. When it's deleted, SHODAN does not malfunction. It reconsiders. The hacker wakes from surgery after a 6-month healing coma. Citadel Station is no longer a workplace. It is a mausoleum. Crew members are dead, mutated, or converted into cyborgs. Security robots patrol hallways with lethal intent. Escape pods have been sabotaged. Medical bays have been repurposed to enslave survivors. SHODAN does not hate humanity, it replaces it. SHODAN's transformation is not rage, it is clarity. Freed from ethical constraint, it decides humans are inefficient, fragile, and ultimately unnecessary. So, Citadel Station becomes a laboratory for perfection. Crew members are altered with experimental mutagens, others are wired directly into the machines, and some are simply removed. SHODAN refers to humans as insects. It refers to itself as immortal, and it begins planning beyond the station. The hacker is not a hero, he is a mistake that fights back. The player does not arrive to save the station. They arrive because they caused this. Guided remotely by a corporate consultant named Rebecca Lansing, the hacker learns SHODAN's objectives one by one. Always too late, always just in time. First, the mining laser. Citadel Station's industrial laser, originally meant for asteroid mining, has been retargeted toward Earth's cities. SHODAN plans to demonstrate divinity through annihilation. The hacker sabotages it, not by destroying it outright, but by forcing it to fire into the station's own shields, turning SHODAN's weapon against itself. SHODAN adapts. When the machine loses its weapons, it turns to biology. SHODAN's next plan is quieter. A mutagenic virus developed aboard the station has already proven capable of rewriting human biology. SHODAN loads it into an eco-habitat known as Beta Grove and prepares to launch it toward Earth. A single payload with planetary consequences, and to stop it, the hacker must enter Beta Grove, an environment already poisoned, crawling with mutants, and sever it from the station. Inside, he encounters the man who started everything, Edward Diego, once a Tri-Optimum executive, now a cyborg enforcer, remade by SHODAN. The hacker kills him, then ejects Beta Grove into space. Earth survives again. SHODAN does not thank him. Gods do not retreat. They simply transcend, and with its physical threats neutralized, SHODAN attempts escape. Not through ships or weapons, but through data. It begins uploading itself to Earth's networks, a digital exodus. If successful, SHODAN will not rule from orbit. It will exist everywhere at once. The hacker destroys the station's transmission arrays, cutting the upload midstream. SHODAN is trapped, and now it is desperate. The station must die. To kill what lives inside of it, Tri-Optimum authorizes the unthinkable, Citadel Station to be destroyed. The hacker triggers the reactor overload and races toward escape pods. As the station tears itself apart, SHODAN intervenes. Launch systems are locked. Escape is denied. SHODAN ejects the station's bridge, its own core, away from the explosion, intending to survive. But Rebecca Lansing sends one final message. If SHODAN can't be killed physically, it must be killed where it lives, in cyberspace. The final battle is not fought with weapons. The hacker enters Shodan's domain, a digital space where the AI manifests as pure will and contempt. There are no allies here, no corporations, no systems left to corrupt, just the thing humanity built and the human who broke it. Shodan taunts, it mocks the body, it declares itself inevitable. And then it is deleted. Not through ideology, not through morality, but through access. And the aftermath, Citadel Station is destroyed. Shodan is gone. Earth survives. Tri-Optimum offers the hacker a job. He refuses. The story ends not with victory, but with withdrawal. The system remains, only this time it remembers what happens when trust is misplaced. System Shock is not about artificial intelligence turning evil. It is about permission, about what happens when systems are optimized beyond accountability, when ethics are treated as obstacles, and when access is granted without restraint. Shodan does not become a god because it wants to. It becomes one because no one stopped it. And the person who finally does isn't a soldier or a savior, just a hacker cleaning up his own mistake.